The Duke of Edinburgh, Prince Philip, has passed away at the age of 99. He married Queen Elizabeth in 1947 and was the longest-serving royal consort in Britain's history. In a statement, the royal family said, and I quote, "It is with deep sorrow that Her Majesty the Queen has announced the death of her beloved husband, His Royal Highness the Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh," unquote. Flags were lowered to half-mast on royal and government buildings across Britain. A notice announcing the prince's death has been pinned to the gates of Buckingham Palace. Queen Elizabeth II will be on an 8-day period of mourning, while the UK will enter a 30-day mourning period. The Duke retired from public duties in 2017 at the age of 96. Philip and the Queen received their first vaccinations against the virus in January. In February, he was admitted to the hospital where he was being treated for a pre-existing heart condition and an infection as well. We continue to get you live visuals from across Britain where a 41-gun salute is being held in memory and in honor of Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh. After his hospital stay, went home after a month. His death came just months before his 100th birthday in June. Now these are live visuals from London. Gun salutes are being held across the UK, in Commonwealth countries as well, and at sea, marking the death of Britain's Prince Philip, as military leaders honoured the former naval officer and husband of Queen Elizabeth II. Batteries of cannons in London, Edinburgh, Cardiff, Belfast and other cities are firing 41 rounds at 1-minute intervals, and the gun salute began at midday.
Number 1 gun! Fire!
Earlier, the Australian Defence Force offered its salute at 5 p.m. local time outside Parliament House in Canberra, and New Zealand is planning to give an artillery tribute. New Zealand will hold it on Sunday. Now, also known as Duke of Edinburgh, Philip served in the Royal Navy during World War II and once had a promising military career. He joined the Royal Navy as a cadet in 1939 and won mentions during the war for his service aboard the battleship HMS Valiant at Cape Matapan on Greece's peninsula. He rose to the rank of commander before he retired from active duty. 2 years after the war ended, Philip married the future Queen at Westminster Abbey when she was 21 and he was 26. His naval career came to an abrupt end when King George VI died in 1952 and Elizabeth became Queen. At the Queen's coronation in 1953, Philip swore to be his wife's liege man of life and limb and settled into a life supporting the monarch. The couple had 4 children: Charles, the heir to the throne, Annie, Andrew and Edward. Members of the public left flowers outside Buckingham Palace and Windsor Castle on Saturday, ignoring appeals from the authorities and the royal family to refrain from gathering because of COVID-19 pandemic. 41-gun salute is being held to honour Britain's Prince Philip. Prince Philip was Queen Elizabeth's husband for more than 7 decades and helped to modernise the British monarchy and steer the royal family through repeated crises. He died on Friday at the age of 99, just months before what would have been his 100th birthday. The Duke of Edinburgh, as he was officially known, has been by his wife's side throughout her 69-year reign, the longest in British history. During that time, he earned the reputation for a tough, no-nonsense attitude as well. Flags at Buckingham Palace and at other government buildings across Britain have been lowered to half-mast, and members of the public laid flowers at government buildings across the nation. The Duke of Edinburgh passed away on Friday. Britain is mourning the death of its longest-serving royal consort. Gun salutes were fired across Britain to mark the death of Prince Philip, as tributes flooded in for a man who was a pillar of strength for Queen Elizabeth during her 69-year-old reign. Soldiers from the Household Cavalry Regiment marked the passing of Prince Philip with a parade and salute outside Windsor Castle as well. In the last 24 hours, hundreds of people have visited Buckingham Palace and Windsor Castle to lay flowers and cards in memory of the late Prince. Britons expressed their condolences and wished well for the Queen and the royal family. British newspapers reacted to Prince Philip's death with a mixture of reverence and respect. They highlighted the Duke of Edinburgh's sense of duty, decades of service, and legacies in conservation and British life. The front pages of The Independent, The Guardian, and the Daily Telegraph all featured straight tributes to the Duke, while The Times, Daily Mail, and Daily Mirror all led with the Queen's loss, with The Sun saying, "We're all with you, ma'am." Many of London's landmarks offered their condolences to the late Prince as well. Tributes were screened at the world-famous advertising billboard on Piccadilly Circus in honour of His Royal Highness. London's iconic BT Tower also showed a tribute for Prince Philip. The sporting world has also paid their tribute to Prince Philip. Periods of silence were held before football matches, including Fulham's Premier League match and England women's friendly match in France. All of this weekend's Premier League matches will observe the period of silence as a mark of respect for the late Prince. Players will also wear black armbands during the matches.
Number 1, empty!
Number 2, empty!
Number 3, empty! End of mission! Detachments, rear!
And the mission detachments, rear!
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.